I hate you so much.
What is up,
Who starts on
guys?
6?
Sorry. Oh, God, it's recorded. Okay, what is up, you guys? Social Rejects here. This is the podcast. I'm PsychoPieO, Arcty,
Hey, what's up, dude?
CowPie,
Still hate you.
and our fucking special guest, the amazing D-Max.
Well, hey everybody, how's it going? My name is D-Max. That's
Yes,
D.Max.
He did it.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Oh my!
This is my actual voice, by the way. Hope
Yeah,
everybody
he
likes.
actually talks that way. Yeah, he actually talks that way. It's
Oh
confirmed.
yeah, you know it. Yeah.
He's not even lying.
Oh God.
Anyways, so basically today's topic's gonna be about this whole week, guys. Has been fucking crazy. So much stuff went down on YouTube. Let's just go ahead and get started. Zoie Burgher, guys, what's up?
Oh wow. Well, what can we say about Zoie Burgher? She's somebody who's using what God gave her, and she's pretty successful at it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, whatever works at this point, honestly, right?
No. It's not whatever works. It's whatever twerks.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I'm already making the big bucks. See, this is what I do. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I think Zoie, I don't know. Everybody's catching flack, or everybody's saying that she's bad or whatever. I don't know. I don't really have any problem with what she's doing. The thing is with YouTube is that like any content that you can make that makes people watch, even if they dislike it, is still warranted. I think. Are people having problem? Are people saying that she's breaking terms of service?
No.
I don't necessarily know.
They're mad because it's easier for her.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah,
all she has to do is show
Oh,
her tits,
please.
and
They're
she
trying
gets
to slut shame her
200,000
pretty
subs.
much.
Oh, come on. I mean, I think that's a little bit of a silly reason to be upset about something. I mean, like, it's unfortunate, but, like, yeah, who cares? I mean,
Right.
the thing is, there's no such thing as competition on YouTube. So this whole idea of, like, being upset with somebody because they're doing better than you is kind of silly. Because the thing is, the views are views no matter what. It's not like you're taking views away from somebody else. It's just, eventually, they're going to watch somebody else later.
Right.
They'll get
And I mean,
bored.
as
It's
long
YouTube.
as-
It's cyclical.
As long as she's not breaking the terms of service, I don't see a problem in it whatsoever. I think she could do. She's fine, dude. I mean.
Yeah. She is
everybody's
fine.
just-
I'll tell you that much.
Everybody's just
Oh,
kind
yeah,
of
definitely.
like you said. Everybody's just kind of upset that she's kind of, I guess you could say, abusing it. I don't know if abusing's the right word.
I can see that, but
They're pretty much just trying to like slut shame her, and they want her off YouTube because she's half naked, and that's content, and they're pretty much butthurt because people call that content, I guess.
Yeah, okay, but here's the thing. 90% of the content on YouTube is trash. So what's the difference between her trash and any other kind of trash on YouTube? I mean, most of what people do is easy to make and doesn't take any talent, so what's the problem?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Okay.
right. I mean, it really does boil down to if she's breaking terms of service, then it's an issue. If not, then really, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just people raising like a lot of making mountains out of molehills. That's
Pretty much. Yeah, I mean,
analogy.
Okay, yeah.
yeah, pretty much. If YouTube don't have a problem with it, then we shouldn't really have a problem with it.
I mean, YouTube doesn't
I'm
really
fine
have
with it,
problem
dude.
with. Yeah, they don't really do much about nothing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Anyway,
savage.
So here is an interesting thing, though. So did either of you watch No Fuckers or Pyro's video on Zoe?
Yes.
Yes. I watched both of them. Yes.
So something is broken where you can be Zoe Burgher and flop your tits around for views, but you can't talk about Zoe Burgher flopping her tits around for
Oh
views
yeah, that's
without
true.
getting
That's
age
true.
restricted.
Oh yeah.
So,
Right. Wait, they both
Yeah.
got age restricted, really?
Yeah, pretty much. They got fucked over by YouTube.
yeah, both of their videos got age restricted, so they got demonetized.
Really?
Oh, geez.
Which is insane because the person
Wait,
they're
then how
talking
does she
about.
not- yeah. How does she not get demonetized?
That's the problem,
Well,
right?
That's
that
that's
is
the
a
problem.
problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
that
I
is-
guess I can understand. Well, how many views is Zoe Burgher pulling now? Like,
She's pulling in almost 1 million, if not 1 million, a fucking video.
I
Per
wouldn't say
video?
1 million.
Yeah, she's pulling in
No,
like
not per video. There's no
not
way.
per video, almost every video. Like she might pull in average like
Wow.
700,000 views a video, maybe something like that.
okay. Well, I mean, like that's still, what I was trying to say is like, I mean, Pyros and
maybe
No
you're
Fuckers,
right.
like they're
Maybe
actually,
you're right.
like they're actually, they make content every single day, and they've been on the platform and they have the exposure. And I mean, whoever the YouTube police are, the fictional or not, or whether they're
YouTube
bots or not.
heroes.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Like, I mean, they are they're aware of the problems that could rise on people like Pyros or like No Fuckers or like Leafy's channels. So, I mean, there's a lot more attention focused on them than there is the Zoe Burgher chick who just came out of nowhere. And I think that YouTube really is not prepared for memes, basically,
Right.
because like it
much.
just shows a lack of control for their platform and not being able to really like funnel all of the resources that they need in order to manage that kind of stuff. It's just
Right.
it's a crying shame, really. But what can you do?
Dude, she actually does have some decent views on her videos. I'm looking right now.
No, yeah, she's between
She's-
500,000 and 1.6 million per video.
Sheesh.
Yeah,
She's only
pouring
got-
out.
I wonder, I kind of want to see her demographics. I want to see like who's watching these videos. You know what I mean?
Literally, probably all male, and this is crazy.
Yeah, and they're
Well,
probably
I
13-year-old
want to know the age.
Minecraft.
Yeah,
What's
I wanna know
the-
the age?
What's the like to dislike?
Oh, I don't know. Let's look.
Oh wow, I don't
let's
even know.
see.
Probably more likes. I'll assume.
Yeah.
She's
Well,
so
you never know.
I just picked one video at random. She's got 18,300 likes and 8,000 dislikes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And a lot of the
how many
comments,
views is on that one?
a lot of the comments are like trying to slut shame her for doing this too. So a lot of the views she's getting are
Pretty
they're
much
not
almost
fans.
So I have a
Yeah,
question.
pretty much.
What is slut shaming?
Oh, just making fun of girls for flaunting their assets.
Well, it just
Their
seems as though
skins,
people do that all the time anyway.
Yeah,
I mean, you
yeah.
look at like a Katie Triggers Me or something like that, and they do that all the time with her. But like, I think I don't know. If you're a woman on the internet, it must be difficult to stay innocent.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. You get
Because
way
it's
more
it's
shit.
always
Yeah.
tits or get the fuck out or my favorite is Sharpie and the Pooper and pics or it didn't happen. Timestamp 2.
I really shouldn't use that
Sorry.
word because it's a real SJW sort of thing to talk about slut shaming.
Slut shaming. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like it obviously this girl is aware of what it is. I don't know if they're going to be doing much shaming her. I think see, that's the other thing. If people really have a problem with it, then they really shouldn't be watching the video at all.
Right.
Because even
yeah.
just clicking on the video is going to be giving her something in the algorithm. So
Right.
I don't think she'll last very long. I think she's a novelty, and people are watching her because people are talking about her. But I think she'll fade
It's
away
all
pretty
hyped right
quick.
now, yeah.
Yeah, it'll die down probably in like another 2
But
weeks.
that hype was pretty big, dude. She got a lot of subscribers in such a short period of time. Oh, my God.
Yeah. I mean,
She's closing in on 500,000.
yeah, pretty
Wow.
much. Okay. Well, that I guess that concludes Zoe Burger. Let's talk about GradeAUnderA.
oh god,
Oh, this is my
I
guy.
know Cal has a lot to say about grade.
your guy.
Kai
That's
Pie,
my-
take it away, my friend.
What specifically are we talking about?
His newest video that everybody been giving him shit for.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
Oh.
So here's the thing. So I feel like I'm uniquely qualified to comment on that because the videos that I make are very similar to Grade's videos, in content. And so the thing about the kind of videos that we make is they really do take a lot more time than people would suspect that they take. Even though the illustrations are shitty, it still takes a lot of time to get all that in. I mean, my video on the BuzzFeed, the fuck women who say stupid shit video is,
Right.
I mean, there's over like 130 slides in that video, so it took a long time to do. But
Right.
Grade A does this full time. I don't know that he doesn't do anything else. I think maybe he does some math tutoring or stuff like that, but it's his primary source of income. He makes $40,000 a month, and to say that it stresses him out to the point where he's getting blisters on his hands seems, I mean, maybe that's true, but I mean, if that's the case, then maybe this is not your line of work.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I
I
agree.
agree.
I mean, I don't know if I don't know how many of you have seen any of my videos, but I mean, just the videos that I make, I can pretty much pump those out weekly, and it's not really that big a deal. I'm not stressing. I don't have fucking blisters on my hands or anything like that. So I don't know what.
Especially when this is pretty much his main source of income as of our, as of we know. I don't see what the issue is.
He has also the Patreon as well, which he's pulling good
exactly.
numbers from
Right,
too.
right.
Yeah.
So,
So I don't see
the
why
guy's
he's-
making bank, and the thing is, even if he stopped, he would still be making bank because all of that stuff is still like, yeah, sure, a lot of the income that you get is from new videos that you upload, but you're also still making income off of old videos that have just been there.
Right.
And the bigger you
Speaking
get,
of
the
that,
more money you make. So
Speaking of income, though, was that Bionic Pig who talked to us about that pie? What did he say
What?
about grade?
Oh, he was saying that. Pretty much Grade said.
This is coming from
pretty
Bionic
much,
Pig, yeah.
Bionic Pig said that. Pretty much Grade had pretty much said that he was just hoping to get into YouTube, make a ton of money, and just fucking quit. Like just
cash out, yeah.
make bank, and just skip and leave YouTube behind, right? And
I think him and not to get ahead of ourselves here, but I think him and Leafy, it's pretty much, you can see it. The proof is in the pudding. I mean, you can really see it in their channels if you look at the way that they act and the way that they conduct themselves.
It's just forced content now. Yeah,
it is. It's completely forced content, and I mean, it's a shame. It really is a shame because they do, like, both of them have had funny stuff in the past. Both of them have had content that is good and warrants staying on this channel or staying on this platform. But I think. Now it's just now that all this stuff is coming out, it's just it's ridiculous. They need to own up to it or get the fuck out. Personally, that's what I think.
So I think a little bit of both of their problems is that they're really, really concerned about people liking them, and that's just not. It's just not going to happen on YouTube.
Yeah, that's impossible to please everybody on this platform.
So when Grade started, when Grade, I don't know, 6 months ago or so, when he was at 40 videos instead of 65. Grade was the golden boy of YouTube. He was like the logical guy that you could go to, and he would have. I mean, you could trust his opinion. Then he put out a couple things that were a little bit questionable, starting with the whole Keemstar thing, and then he started to get as much hate as he got love, and all of a sudden, it's not for him anymore. Like he's not getting all that fan feedback anymore.
Right.
Well, I mean, like, who is it? Johnny C or Tommy C? That's
Tommy,
on the pod. Yeah, Tommy. Yeah, he's a cool guy. But from like some of his content that he was talking about, how like he Grade seems like the kind of person who's just ruthless. He just goes after people and is, and the thing is, like, people like that, they can dish it out, but they can't take it. And it's the same with Leafy. You notice as soon as there was a word in the air, just like, a faint whisper that there might be a content cop against either of them, they started shitting their pants. So, I mean, and the thing is, like, the Leafy thing came out, wasn't even that bad. It showed a lot of things that were wrong about Leafy in the past, but things that people had gotten over and, whatever. The big thing was the chin thing, and then it just, like, blew up. Anyway, not to pick on Leafy again, we're getting ahead of ourselves. But, I mean, with Grade, I think it's a very similar thing. I think now Grade is starting to see what's happening with Leafy and the way that people are starting to turn on him, and they know he's next because it's his name right next to Leafy, always,
Pretty much,
So...
yeah.
And Grade lost a ton of subs from the Hey Watch Your Mouth video, just like Leafy did.
Oh, wow.
Well, I'll tell you what though. Who's going to be getting the brunt end of this, or the blunt end of this, I should say, really, I believe, is going to be Scarce. I think that Scarce is going to have to step it up with his content, or he is going to lose to Keemstar, because now people are starting to realize Keem ain't that bad.
Oh, yeah. Have you been watching Keem's Twitter and stuff since the Hey Watch Your Mouth stuff went down?
Sure. Scarce is running scared.
I mean, Keem's Twitter is just full of people apologizing to him for being an asshole to him.
Yeah.
Drama Alert's about to make a comeback. And I'm glad
he's getting close. He's getting close.
And
it's going to go hard too.
And I'm glad for it because look, and I like Scarce. I watch all his videos, but he is boring as fuck. And the only reason that people watch his videos is because they don't want to patronize Keemstar. Right.
Look, the thing is, Keem is a great YouTuber. I mean, I would say that I would even go on a limb and incite the meme Keemstar is the greatest YouTuber of all time. Anything he touches turns to gold.
Yeah.
He made the drama community. He made the commentary community. He did it, not Leafy. He did it. He was the one who gave Leafy the platform in order to boost that kind of shit. Once people started seeing that and started seeing like the self-referentialness, everybody stopped doing Let's Plays and they started doing commentaries. So Keemstar started it, not Leafy.
Right.
And I think that, and the other thing is that, Keem is not that bad a guy. A lot of what he does is just a character, and it's not, you really can't take it at more than that. And once you realize that, you can start to forgive him for some of the stuff that he's done.
Sure.
Like, saying racial slurs or saying whatever kind of nonsense. It was a fucking joke.
Well,
he's apologized for it. He's moved on.
And on the Alex thing, Keem has come out and said, look, he was mad. It was 8 years ago or whatever.
Yes.
He said, and
he apologized
right.
openly.
I mean, he didn't even try to pull that one off as a joke. He said, look, I was furious and I said some things I shouldn't have said, and that's the high road.
That's the other thing about Keemstar is that he doesn't lie. He really doesn't lie. He may not tell the whole truth, but he doesn't lie. If he's saying something, you can pretty much take his word for it that it's going to be the truth. Now, and there have been instances where I guess he's been caught up in, again, like not telling the whole truth, but he really doesn't. He wasn't
faking anything.
Yeah, he wasn't faking anything. Exactly. Yeah.
But with the whole creating of the drama community, it's created, good things and a lot of bad things, you know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing, though, is I think people need to understand that conflict is the thing that starts and provokes change. You have to have conflict, because if everything's all hunky-dory and okay and peachy keen, nothing's going to change. This is why mutation is what causes evolution, is because that's how that shit works.
Well, that's
conflict.
That's what makes Baited so good. The last episode was great because it was like calm and peaceful, but listening to Colossal and Keen scream at each other is entertaining as hell.
It's entertaining, it's really entertaining, yeah.
Oh, it's so funny.
And it's so funny how at the beginning of it, I think a lot of people came to the podcast looking at Keem as the villain and Colossal as the good guy. I think now a lot of people are starting to see, and not that they don't like Colossal, but now they're starting to see Colossal more in that light of being, quote unquote, the enemy. So
he's only seen as that because he's just too friendly with too many people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
you got to take a stand at one point. You got to say something.
Yeah. So what happened to Colossal on Baited is similar to what happened to Grade on YouTube. So everybody thought Colossal was this perfectly logical sort of robot that you could always be trusted. And then he came on Baited and said some things that just didn't make sense and weren't true. And now he's fallible. Yes. And now he's not the golden boy of YouTube anymore. Still love Colossal. He's a great dude. And by the way, not that this has anything to do with anything, but he's the most responsive big YouTuber on all of Twitter. He's the only guy of his size I know that will actually read tweets that you send to him and respond to you. He's a great guy.
Oh, yeah, I can. Yeah,
but he made some mistakes, right? He made some mistakes, and now people see him as being just a flawed, normal human being. And so he loses some of that superhero credibility that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
His morality really seems all over the place. Sorry, Pi, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's okay. Okay, so we got the GradeAUnderA thing out the way. Now let's talk about of course. I can't forget about that. The YouTube heroes. Okay, let's talk about that.
Now, did they alter the video without taking the video down? I heard
they did.
They did.
How is that even?
How do you even do that?
That would be a really, that'd be an amazing
YouTube.
Feature. Yeah, that'd be an amazing feature that lots of YouTubers would probably love. Like me, I would love that feature. That would be amazing.
Really like
that would be so helpful, but YouTube sucks.
Yeah. That's actually pretty cool, though, that they did that. They altered the animation, I think, like something to do in the animation.
Yeah, I mean, the animation just has it has titles on it. Yeah. They just changed the title.
Yeah. So, that's pretty cool.
So the idea of this YouTube Heroes is pretty much giving the cancer community power to remove videos, which will probably be a fucking disaster. So what do you guys feel about that? Like, how you guys feel?
My biggest problem with this whole YouTube Heroes thing is that it's not going to solve any problems. And I think that people on certain sides are starting, or I think they're thinking that like this will be some kind of like this will work in some ways. I don't think it'll work at all, because they're essentially just kicking the can down the road with the problems that they're having. Because
all I
now
see is false flaggings, man. That's all I see.
Of course, false flaggings are going to be a thing. But because of those false flaggings, who are they going to get from YouTube to hire? Like, who is YouTube going to hire to look through those false flags? Yeah. So, are they going to start another program called like Heroes or something? Like, how does that work?
I don't know. Maybe they'll give that. Maybe they'll give that to their level 5 heroes or something.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like fucking Pootie Pie, right? That'd be crazy.
That's my goal. I want to be a level 5 hero.
So my next video is on this, right? So I don't want to say like too much, but from YouTube's perspective, here's the thing that people don't realize about YouTube. YouTube as a company doesn't make any money. At best, they're a break-even enterprise, right? You think that a huge company like YouTube would be just rolling in it. They'd just be bringing in millions and millions of dollars a year, but they don't. And so the problem that they're having is the whole community is out there saying, look, somebody at you need to hire some people at YouTube to monitor this content. They don't have the money to do it. They don't have the money to invest in personnel. So this is what they came up with. Instead of actually having to pay money to have personnel monitor this stuff, they created this dumb point system so they can get stupid people on YouTube to do it for free.
Kind of seems lazy, right?
Well,
it definitely is lazy. I think if they had tried this about 5 years ago, they probably would have done it, and nobody probably would have said anything. because I
Right.
think that we're just too hypersensitive with everything that's happened
my
with
God,
copyrights
yeah,
and
jeez.
it's pretty obvious where YouTube's bias lies with its content creators.
Yeah.
They would much rather be on the side of I mean, even PewDiePie, they're starting to go like, well, I don't know, I mean, that PewDiePie guy, he talks too much to Keemstar. Like they're starting to do it. They're starting to it's starting to happen where like Markiplier is getting kind of more I don't know about you guys, but lately I've seen a lot more Markiplier, a lot more Jacksepticeye. I've seen a lot more of like those types of people that kind of do similar content to PewDiePie in a way. Not, obviously it's a lot different now
PewDiePie's
because
whole
of
attitude has
PewDiePie's
completely
stance with the
changed.
community. But
his whole attitude has changed PewDiePie. Like he's not
he's
like your
definitely-
happy-go-friendly guy. Like he's changed a
Well,
lot.
he's
He's
serious.
edgy.
He's very,
He's
very
edgy
much
now.
more serious. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
He's fucking edgy.
that was inevitable.
He's not dead.
First of all, he has 45 million subs, so he doesn't have to please anybody anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
he's pretty much already on top of the food
I
chain.
think he's very self-aware now.
Yeah.
Well, it's great. I gotta say, I wasn't a fan of like PewDiePie when he was doing all of his stuff coming up because I've been on YouTube forever. But like,
Loud is funny.
it was okay. It wasn't it wasn't my thing at the time. Now I really have to respect where he's at because he consistently has been the voice of reason. He's tried his best, I think, to stay above all of the riffraff and really make his like opinion matter when it does, and he's used his platform for good. I don't think he's ever done it for like any kind of selfish gain or anything like that. I mean, he's had some missteps, but I think that on the whole, he always really does care about this community and really does want to help, which is why I think it's very interesting to see his connections with, I guess, what I like to call the drama community,
Right. Yeah, definitely that.
So,
Well, is that all that we had to say about these YouTube heroes?
I just want to be a level 5 dude.
Yeah,
no, I'm so scared of people militarizing it. I'm so scared of like,
It is scary.
Leafy
It
fans
is
getting
really
up in arms
scary.
about it,
Oh,
or
wow.
just
Imagine
some
that.
random YouTube reviewer just going ham on some people that he just
it can
dislikes
go
because he
horribly
thinks their
wrong.
content's trash.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a disaster. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
So this is actually, I mentioned Leafy in my next video. It's going to come out, which, by the way, everybody check that out when it comes out. Anyway, so Leafy
Am I in
just
that one?
Sub for sub.
Arcty is
Yes.
Oh wow.
Arcty
Yes.
is, but you won't like it in the same way that I don't think Pi really appreciated his shout out. But whatever.
Oh.
Anyway, so
Okay.
the other day Leafy comes out and says, I don't know if you watch Leafy, but in one of his videos he said he was supposed to go to Las Vegas with a girl, right? And
Oh, I remember that. I think I
yeah,
remember that. Yeah,
and
yeah.
all his fans just freaked the fuck out because half the reason that half his fans like him is because they want him inside them, right? Like they don't watch his content; they just think
that's
it's cute.
why he has all the subscribers. Yeah.
So, so in
They
my
don't- they don't
video,
watch the videos. Yeah.
so in my video, I say you can just see this happening. Leafy comes out and says he's dating somebody, and then his 5 million fans go and false flag the fuck out of everything that this other girl has ever done on YouTube and destroy her channel just because they're jealous.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
wow.
mean,
Can you imagine that though?
It will happen. I mean, Leafy fans are the kind of fans that will do that type of thing.
Oh yeah. They're,
I don't know if they would
watch
I-
his videos. They don't.
I don't
watch
know
the
if they
videos,
would
just
turn on
screen
him.
cap it.
It'll just be.
wait,
I
hold
think
on.
it'll be funny
Arcty-
eventually when. Oh, go ahead.
What's up?
No, I was gonna
Well,
say.
I was-
No. No, I was gonna say, Arcty, quote that tweet that you retweeted. Leafy fans is a tumor that just keep growing.
Oh yeah, Leafy fans are just a constant growing tumor, dude. They're just it's just getting bigger and bigger as we speak.
They're also
Yeah, it's
very,
not
very
malignant.
fickle. I mean, Leafy lost. I haven't seen lately, but Leafy lost like 60,000 subs when Hey Watch Your Mouth dropped that video. So they're
I
all
bet you-
into
50.
Leafy as
I
long
think it
as
was 50,
Leafy's
yeah.
popular.
I bet you it's more. I bet you.
I'm sure it is now.
I'm sure because the thing is, if this whole botting thing is true, which I'm not saying it is,
Yeah.
but if it is, then there is no doubt that he is botting so that he can try to stay okay in this situation. Because everybody, literally all of my friends, all of my like the people that follow me and like because I started like tweeting at everybody, just DMing, just being like, holy shit, this is crazy, oh my god, just to like see what everybody's thinking. And pretty much everybody who has any connections or ties to Leafy, their whole thing is they keep on telling him, do not respond. If you do, you will die.
Yeah.
There is no way that you're going to
Yeah,
survive
yeah.
this if you respond.
That's why I'm saying he's stuck.
He's stuck in a rock and a hard
pickle right now.
place in a fucking
is, he
shotgun.
is.
Because if he doesn't, see the thing is, if he doesn't respond, he looks guilty.
Yeah.
But if he does respond, it's gonna kill him.
Well, I think I said
Yeah.
that in the chat the other day. Anything he does, he loses.
Yeah,
Pretty
he's,
much,
He's in
yeah.
a lose-lose. So honestly, I would just kind of don't do anything.
This might not be a bad time to take a vacation.
Yeah,
I'm thinking it might be a good time
take
for
a
him to
step back from YouTube.
Just fucking vanish for like fucking 3 weeks. Come back and like, hey guys, what is up? Brand new
See,
video.
You can do that.
dropping.
I mean, because stuff moves so quickly on YouTube. You know, you can just let it play itself out. Go away for 2 weeks and come back and pretend like it never happened, and people will forget.
Yeah, the thing is, once you get up in those millions, of subs,
Yeah, it's kind of
not a big
hard
deal.
to escape drama.
You don't have to. No, you don't have to worry about the algorithm anymore. So you can start breaking rules all the time, and it doesn't really matter. Like, I mean, yeah, he pretty much has a thing of like daily uploads and all that, and that's all well and good. But if he does leave for 2 weeks, even if half of his subscribers move on, even if they say nope, I'm not going to do it anymore, unsubscribe. Even if they actively try to do that, he will still be okay because he will still have 2 million people that will probably watch his video, and it'll probably, even if he gets 500,000 views a video, he'll be fine. He'll grow back. He'll get it back with people who are coming into the community, who are fresh, who don't know about all the problems that people are having with him.
Right.
Especially with the kind of videos he makes, all his fucking exposed videos or whatever. They grab a lot of attention.
Oh yeah, they get millions and millions of views. But
some of his videos recently though haven't been even hitting 1 million views.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I know.
like some of the videos like that. I mean, I know it sounds like, oh wow, no, 1 million.
Well, I know that a lot of my fan base is obviously from Keemstar, since he shouted me out. That's how I got a lot of my stuff. But over like past that, once I started actually gaining my own subs, pretty much it's a lot of people who came from the Leafy camp who decided to go back to the Keemstar camp because they realized, so it's interesting to see my comment section and a lot of people saying, don't be Leafy. I think a lot of good YouTubers now are starting to get those comments. Even the last Pyrocynical video I watched, he has comments that are saying, you're awesome, don't be Leafy. And I think this is going to become a meme that's really going to kill Leafy, because Leafy is the guy that nobody wants to be on YouTube. Right. And then this is the same guy who's going to take on fucking FouseyTube? Really? This is the guy that we're going to have to champion FouseyTube. Really? Really?
FouseyTube is still an idiot though.
Oh, he is. He's a complete little retard.
We could have had an entire podcast on him. He's stupid. I mean, he's a whole different entity.
Yeah, he's a special one.
He's another one of those people that has a really solid fan base though, and I mean he could pull a Donald Trump and shoot somebody in the middle of the street, and he'd still have 4.8 million subs or 9.8 million or whatever he has now.
It's unbelievable to me. The thing that I dislike about him the most is that one video that he made about the homeless people and how that's fake. That video is fake. And he just made it look like the world is a horrible, horrible place. I can't tell you how many friends I have personally in real life who I've come to and I've said, have you seen this video? They said, yes. And I said, did you know it was fake? And they went, no. And that to me is so deplorable, so unbelievably wretched that somebody would be that evil as to make the entire world look way worse than it is. Nobody acts that way to fucking homeless people. Nobody. Not a single person has ever done that. What is wrong with you, FouseyTube?
It's the one with the homeless kid. Like that.
Yeah, well, no. I don't know if it's a homeless kid.
Multiple. He's had a whole bunch of them.
They're all the same. Yeah,
it was the guy. It was the one where he posed to be. Well, yeah, he has a lot of them, and all of them are horrible. But the one that I'm talking about is the one where he poses as a homeless person, and then he tells, like, he finds businessmen, quote unquote,
right,
and he gives them money. He says, "I want to give this to you."
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
Dude,
And so pretty much,
the guy walks by and says, "I could buy you" or whatever.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's like nobody does that. I know people with money. Nobody would do that. Why would they?
Yeah, most people I know with money are like really cool.
Most people with money give a lot to charity because they don't want to pay taxes.
Right.
Oh,
so I mean,
it'll make them look bad if they don't.
Yeah.
It'll fuck them up. Except for Donald Trump.
So
but anyway,
okay, yeah. So how about the Nick video? Let's talk about like some of his points he made about Leafy. How he just pretty much destroyed Leafy. Straight up, just fucking destroyed them.
I believe his video, dude, 100%. Everything in it.
Yeah, I do too. Because if you've been around and you've been kind of sniffing around in the YouTube sort of community, there's long time been rumors of people doing artwork and stuff for Leafy and getting no credit. He's been striked a few times by musicians for music that he's used, and he hasn't credited for them. This sounds just very much up Leafy's alley.
Yeah,
well, the artist that had a problem with Bombkin, Jake, Jake drew the picture that Leafy uses in his videos, the one with the smoke coming out of the
Oh, yeah.
whatever the cartoon.
Oh, really?
Jake,
Wow.
Yeah, Jake drew that, and he still has not gotten any credit for it to this day.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
we've DM'd him,
unbelievable.
we've DM'd about it, and he just has
That's
not gotten
fucking
any
crazy.
credit. Yeah.
By the way,
Jake probably tweeted at him.
He's
in one of
awesome, by
his-
the way. I've always liked that art. That art style to me was one of the few things that like made me kind of come back to his channel, because I was like, oh, you know, like after he got past like the Photoshop Leafy, you know, 2 blunts and nose with the Puff the Magic Dragon, or Piff the Magic Dragon
the
thing.
obey hat.
so I guess this is what I'm most disappointed at is, for a long time now, I've been saying that Leafy's content's like getting way better. That he spent a lot more time on his intros and his artwork and stuff, and then it turns out like he didn't fucking do any of that stuff. So
No,
right.
It's just see the problem that I have with Leafy, or one of the many problems I have with Leafy, is he did not start doing that until people started complaining. People started going, "You're really big. Why is it that your webcam looks so shit?" And then, you know, magically he gets a new webcam, and the thing goes, "Oh my gosh, guys, it came finally after all this time." Well,
Right.
screw you, dude. You had, you know. He was doing this for a year, like a good year, where he just had,
Cell phone light.
yeah, still, it's just ridiculous. So I think a lot of that had to do with that as well, because you know they started going like, "Whoa, you're just gonna make that kind of stuff," because Pyro started doing animations, you know, because like everybody, the competition was growing. There was a lot of this thing, and I think, to be honest, maybe some of it could have come from Grade 2 when they weren't too close of friends, because I think he might have seen the similarities and might have gotten scared.
Right.
I don't know. That's just speculation, but.
Right. Now, the biggest one of them all is the one about Mr. Amazing, who Leafy pretty much ripped him off on his whole entire like intro scheme, and now every commentator that tried to be like Leafy has this vaporwave type of scheme, and this came from the original owner, Mr. Amazing, and Leafy pretty much is like the creator for it in the eyes of everybody on YouTube.
Did he actually create the vaporwave thing? Because anybody can say
Well,
they created it, right?
well, I don't know
He
about
has
create.
he has some pretty credible proof, though. I mean, like, because he was making like cringe compilation things a long time ago. I mean, like, he actually, I guess the thing is, it's credible. I think I could see how Leafy would do that. Not only that, but he did have the tweet that, you know, that said, "I want a thing just like this."
Yeah, that's
Right,
you know,
a shady thing.
at the pivotal moment where he was off of YouTube completely. So,
Right.
you know, this guy is no longer relevant. And then that's just when Leafy decides to start doing that. It just seems a little fishy.
Yeah.
Well,
And see, the whole time that I was trying to think, like, why is this all just coming to surface now? But then I actually watched Mr. Amazing's video, and apparently he's been trying to reach out to Leafy this entire time, but has gotten completely ignored every single time. He's tweeted at him, he's emailed him, he's commented
To
on
be
his
fair,
videos.
when you're that big, I would assume that it would be
Yeah, it's
hard to
tough.
find one
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
But that being said, over the span of whenever, and the fact that Leafy clearly knew who this person was. Yeah, I mean, it's just there's too many things, because there are ways, like Leafy has shown to people that he can get in contact with them when he really needs to. So I wouldn't be surprised if he was aware of it, but just didn't think it would ever be a thing.
Right.
Boy, was he wrong, though.
I mean,
Well,
that sounds like Leafy's sort of MO. It's just, I'm just going to ignore you until I can't anymore.
This is a growing problem on YouTube. This whole idea of like non-accountability. It's when you have a problem. It happens with a bunch of people. Sadly, I will say that it happens with Keemstar, though I think Keemstar is a force of nature. I don't think that we should categorize that. I think he's different. He's good. He's a force for good. Even if he's doing evil, he's a force for good. But that being said, a lot of people have these kind of things where they start a drama, or they are asshats, and then they just go, "Oh, I'm really sorry," or like, "Oh, I appreciate all the support I've gotten," and they don't talk about it. They don't mention it. They just kind of go, "Oh yeah." You know, they switch into that kind of like backpedal talk where they're just like, "Well, you know, I mean, I didn't know about it at the time. I didn't realize that it was a thing." Blah blah blah. You know, they talk. They fucking weasel their way out of it, because I think a lot of times it's not about what you say, but how much you say it. And if people are constantly going on your videos, you know, flaming on you that hard, the thing is, the people that do like you, that do still appreciate you, they may even think that you are a piece of shit, but they'll feel sorry enough for you to think that they need to stay.
Yeah.
And that's more powerful.
Yeah.
To be a fan that's defending somebody is a lot more powerful than just being somebody who likes someone,
Yeah,
I think.
FouseyTube is a master at this.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's about that time, guys. I think we should end
Okay.
this.
half an hour.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wow.
I think we touched on a lot of good things that have been going on in the YouTube
It's just been a
community.
pretty crazy week, dude.
There's a lot more we could go into, but it has been a crazy week, and I think it'll continue to be crazier and crazier. I think, not to get political, but a lot of this I believe is very systemic of like where we're at with politics too. Everybody's really divided. Everybody's taking sides. Everybody's at each other's throat. I think what everybody needs to realize is that we're all on the same team. We're all trying to make things better together, but we all need to talk to each other and be able to admit when we're wrong. That's the biggest thing, I think. I'll do it when I'm wrong, if I'm ever wrong, which I'm not gonna be.
He's perfect, guys. He's an angel.
Hey, look, I'm the amazing D-Max for a reason, I guess. JK,
That is
piece of
true.
shit.
That is true.
I'm a piece of shit. I swear, I'm a piece of shit.
Well, guys, that is the podcast. I'm your host, PsychoPieO. Arcty,
Hey, what's up, guys?
CowPie,
Still hate you, Pie.
and the amazing D-Max. Well, guys,
Thank you guys so much for having me on.
No problem, dude. Always welcome. And until next time, peace.